Have you ever noticed how a breaking news story can feel super urgent and factual, but then you watch a documentary on the exact same topic, and suddenly it's this deeply emotional thing? It's the same information, right? But it feels like a completely different story. Well, today we're going to figure out why that is by breaking down the art of storytelling across all kinds of media.
So what in the world could a serious TV news broadcast, a 2-hour documentary, and a 15-second TikTok video possibly have in common? I mean, they feel like they're from totally different planets, but there's actually a single, really powerful thread that connects all of them.
And that thread? It's storytelling. At its heart, all media is really just the craft of shaping facts, pictures, and sounds into a story. It's not just about throwing information at you, it's about making you feel something, about building a real connection with you.
And pretty much every story that's ever grabbed you, whether it's an epic movie or a quick little video, it's built on these same universal blocks. You've got characters we can relate to, some kind of conflict that gets us hooked, and a resolution that gives us something to chew on. These are basically the ground rules of the entire storytelling game.
Okay, to really see this in action, we're going to follow one single piece of news, a new report about declining bee populations, and we're going to watch how it gets completely transformed as it travels through 3 very different media landscapes.
First up, the world of news. In this world, the story is all about speed, clarity, and immediate impact. The goal here is simple: get the facts to you and get them to you fast.
Right. The whole mission of a news story is to inform. It's built from the ground up to deliver the most essential information as quickly and as accurately as possible. So forget about slow builds or suspense. News is about what you need to know right this second.
And the classic way they do this is with something called the inverted pyramid. It basically flips traditional storytelling on its head. You start with the most important stuff, the conclusion, and then you fill in the extra details. It's designed so that even if you only read that first sentence, you walk away knowing the main point.
So, for our B story, the news version is all business. The headline is direct: populations plummet. The story leads with the hard numbers, the key statistics from the report, maybe backed up by a quick, factual quote from a scientist. The language is totally objective and straight to the point. Facts first, always.
But what happens when that exact same story gets the documentary treatment? Well, now we're shifting gears in a big way. We're trading that speed for depth and facts for feelings.
The recipe for a documentary is completely different. It's not just about the data anymore. It's about finding the human story behind the data. It's designed to take you on an emotional journey, using beautiful cinematic shots and really personal interviews to build a powerful, layered story.
So instead of a dry statistic, the documentary finds a central character, in this case, a beekeeper, who can give the story a real human voice. In a quote like this, it's not just information, that's pure emotion. It connects this huge global problem to something deeply personal, and that's what makes us care.
I mean, the contrast couldn't be more clear, right? One format prioritizes objective facts to inform you. The other uses a subjective story to make you feel something. It's the same topic, but the frame you put around it changes absolutely everything.
And finally, we step into the wild world of digital content. Here, the rules change completely. The storyteller isn't just competing for your attention, they're fighting your thumb. The biggest enemy is that infinite scroll.
Yeah, in the digital world, the goal is simple: stop the scroll. You have maybe 3 seconds, if you're lucky, to grab a viewer's attention and get them to engage with what you've made. It is a constant battle for every single click, every comment, and every share.
And you know what? There's a pretty proven formula for winning this battle. It all starts with a hook. Those first few seconds are absolutely make or break. Then, you deliver bite-sized info, keep the style super casual and relatable, and almost always, you drive people toward a clear call to action.
So our B story gets a total makeover. The hook isn't about threatening agriculture, it's about your avocado toast being gone. It's personal, it's immediate. The video uses quick cuts, trending music, simple graphics. And it doesn't just inform you, it tells you exactly what to do next.
So the contrast with a documentary is just, wow. One is designed for you to sit back and sink into it, prioritizing that cinematic depth. The other is built for immediate impact, all about dynamic, shareable speed. They're both telling a story, but they're playing for totally different prizes. One wants deep understanding, the other wants viral engagement.
So, what does this whole journey through 3 different media worlds really tell us? Well, it shows that each format is like a unique tool in a storyteller's toolkit, and the tool you choose depends entirely on the impact you're trying to have.
This table really lays it all out, side by side. Just look at how everything changes based on that primary goal. You go from informing a general audience with objective facts
to exploring a topic deeply for a niche audience, all the way to engaging a massive online audience with fun, relatable content.
And yet, here's the amazing part. Despite all these huge differences in technique, the universal truths of what makes a story work are still there. A news anchor, a beekeeper, a TikTok creator, they are all using characters, conflict, and emotion to connect with you.
Which brings us to the single most important takeaway from all of this. The medium isn't just a container for the story. In many ways, the medium is the story. The format that's chosen, that frame that gets put around the facts, fundamentally changes the message we all receive.
So, that leaves us with one final question. The next time you're watching the news, or a documentary, or just scrolling through your feed, don't just consume the story. Think about how it's being told to you, because the story is the message. So, what message will you look for?